What up? How y'all doing? It's your kid, it's your boy, and I'm back at it again with another one. You know the what the fuck? Oh man, not again. You know the moments I be doing. Hey, I think this the one. It's a top 10 kids who stop thieves. For one, I'm minding my business. I'm not stopping nobody. You stealing? I ain't see nothing. I ain't see a thing. I'm not stopping you because that's not my business. You feel me? But we got some kids that think everything's their business, and you know they like to get in people's business anyway. Let's get into it.
Hey everyone, this is Trent here, and in today's video, we'll be going through the top 10 kids who stop thieves.
Simon Griego was out cold when they arrived, pulled out his pellet gun to scare the robber away.
In our 10th spot, we've got a 16-year-old who heard that his sister's house down the street was getting robbed, so he ran down there and knocked one of the burglars out.
Neighbor came out and he said, they're robbing my sister's house.
16-year-old Patrick Luna sprung into action in just
not my
seconds.
business.
Down the street at his sister's northwest Albuquerque home.
And I was going to jump the back fence to see if he was in the back still. And he see me and then he took off running and jumped the back fence.
Luna started making his way around back, but that's when he noticed the suspected burglar wasn't working alone. Luna says he noticed a suspicious man across the street. He walked towards him, told him to stay put until police got there. When he didn't, he clocked him. Police say 27-year-old Simon Griego was out cold when they arrived.
Wow. Now we've got a 10-year-old girl sitting in her car waiting for her mother so they could go somewhere. And the security camera footage basically shows a guy walking up because he saw that the garage door was open. He thought he was going to get himself some stuff, rob the garage, maybe the house. I don't know what he was thinking.
Wasn't smart.
This girl saw what was about ready to happen and just started screaming at this dude. It scared him off, and the mom came out pretty shocked.
Why was her little ass in the car by herself anyway? She looked like 8 or 9. Shit.
Shocking moments for 10-year-old Lola Penley last night, and it's all on the family's ring system.
I need to go give me a ring. Ring-a-ding-ding.
So I didn't really realize what was going on, and so when I just initially had her come in the house and I shut the door and locked it because I thought maybe I didn't really know what was going on, and I saw him running across my lawn, and so then I came out here to see where he was going or what was going on, and by the time I got to where he had ran to, he was already gone.
The guy that parked his truck at a gas station, he went into the convenience store to get some stuff while his 9-year-old son was still left sitting in the back seat. He didn't think it'd be a big issue, but it turns out some dude wanted to steal the truck, so he got in. He didn't realize he was in the back seat with the kid. He was prepared because he pulled out a pellet gun and pointed it directly at this dude, and he was just done. He bailed, but he went and stole a different car and crashed it like 5 minutes later.
Larry remembered something his dad taught him, and he pulled out his pellet gun to scare the would-be robber away.
He didn't even hold that shit right.
And right into Kyle Sparling's trail.
If it was real...
I don't really know what to think, really. I just kind of...
I ain't know what to think there, man.
Larry's dad told Sparling to get the truck with them so they could track down the car.
I was wanting to go catch the guy.
What are we gonna do, man?
You know, it's just one of those instincts, you know, to help out somebody else. His truck was crashed right there.
Speeding down Washington Street, they finally caught up when the suspect crashed, just a couple miles from where they started.
In the 7th spot, this one is wild. We've got a bunch of kids in a Zoom call because they're doing a class. They've got all their videos on so you can see them. And there's this one kid, you'll be able to tell which one it is because...
He said I was going to go save him there, bud. Hop in the car with me there, Gat. We're going on a mission.
Because there's a giant circle around it. But if you watch, you can see people come into his room from behind him and basically tell him to be quiet. They turn the camera off, all that kind of stuff. And these are some robbers. Some other kids notice what's going on, alert their teacher, and then they called 911 so that somebody would come to his house. And they got this guy arrested.
Bien, las falanges, falanginas, falangetas son articulaciones porque permiten el movimiento de los dedos de la mano. Y esas son articulaciones. La muñeca, los hombros, obviamente ya el cuello.
Están robando a la
casa de la Majo.
Real quick, before the next one, make sure you leave a like on this video and also subscribe to my channel or else somebody's gonna rob your house tonight. Moving to 6, we had a 17-year-old girl who was home alone. And for some reason, there was a bunch of cops out and about. She didn't know why, but she decided that before she went to sleep, she was gonna grab a weapon just in case anything were to happen. And
she got a fucking Wii controller and a vapor.
And it turned out it came really in handy because later that night she woke
robbing
up
stagecoaches
to a door shutting, one of the screen doors, and some footsteps inside. It wasn't any of her family. It was a random dude who broke in to steal stuff. And
she got a
this dude
small ass
actually
TV.
went into her room, and she pointed this weapon directly at the dude, and basically that
She
scared him
should have cleaned
off
her
straight
room up
away.
before she invited cameras in.
I heard him, and that's when I crawled out, got the gun from underneath my pillow. I sat right back there.
And that is when the unthinkable happened.
And he popped in, I stood up and said, "Who are you?" So you looked at him right there? Yep, his head was right there. I stood up, had the gun straight in his face, and he ran. Hands are shaking, but you know you gotta have a steady aim.
And then she pulled the trigger.
She pulled the trigger?
I fired a shot at him, because I didn't want him coming back.
At number 5, you got a thief who tried to steal from a bunch of Taekwondo students, which is kind of silly to try to steal from basically anybody who trains in fighting.
Dead ass,
these kids are on the younger side, so it's not like you're really going to be scared about losing to a 9-year-old, but come on. This thief went into this Taekwondo fundraiser,
thinking what they was thinking.
Sold the tip jar, all the money inside of it, and ran off.
Fucking quarters?
One of the kids ended up chasing after the guy while calling 911 simultaneously, and I don't know. I guess the guy couldn't run as fast as this kid, and he just managed to keep up or something like that, because they never actually got
fucking quarters was heavy.
But eventually, cops showed up and arrested the dude because I guess
nobody's out here robbing quarters.
So I guess maybe one of the better tips if you're going to become a thief is
don't rob quarters.
Better cardio.
You don't steal from martial arts.
Yeah, talk your shit.
We can do some damage.
In this case, it was junior instructor David Hurley to the rescue.
And so I just took off running after the guy.
He called 911 along the way.
That.
When he caught up with the man, he tried to get him to stop.
He didn't go all crazy and maniac.
Nah.
He's
a maniac on the floor.
Arrived and made the arrest.
Somebody got what they deserved.
And before we got a 14-year-old girl who came face to face with her own nightmare when she was.
For one, he fucked up by trying to rob quarters, bro. You gotta rob dollar bills. You can run faster if you gon' steal correctly. Like, don't be stealing like a dummy, like a big old goof. Like, come on, bro. What was he thinking? He gonna steal some heavy ass quarters. Like, this is weird out here, bro. Fucking weirdo.
Work. She heard some knocking on the door. And I'll tell you what, it wasn't some dude trying to teach her about Jesus or the Girl Scouts trying to sell her cookies, because it was a dude trying to break in with a crowbar. And she freaked out a little bit, as you would expect, but she went and hid inside of a closet and then called her mom. After she got done talking to her mom, she called 911. I guess both of them actually did. And both the mom who left work and the sheriff showed up at pretty much the same exact time, scared off the guy. He started running towards the backyard, but he got caught shortly thereafter.
I'm guessing this is it.
When deputies say a man attempted to use a crowbar to break in through a sliding door, this woman's daughter ran into a closet and called her mom. When they hung up, both mother and daughter called 911. You know this is going on. You know you're...
Why would she call her mom first? What her mom gonna do? Her mom only was call the police. That was stupid. You call the police first. Well, Mom, somebody breaking in. Call the fucking police, you goof.
Ugh, panic.
Ugh.
Panic more for her.
Panic.
Because of how scared she must have been.
She rushed home from work, still on the line. She pulled in, and there he was.
So he took off the
She had to have been working close to the work.
And then the sheriff pulled out.
Moving for 3, we got a 12-year-old boy. He was home alone when somebody started trying to get into the house. So he went and hid inside of his mom's room's closet. And that was probably the best decision he could, because shortly thereafter, somebody actually broke into the window. They just completely broke it. And he called 911 while he was in there, and he was actually incredibly calm. Like, he was handling it pretty well. Obviously, he was scared, but, he did a fantastic job. And the dispatcher was really awesome, too, I gotta be honest.
They just broke the window, Meryl. They just broke the window. What broke you?
What broke you? And she went audible.
It's your house. I am. Stay on the phone with me. So is the police officer outside the house? Yeah, but stay inside the closet, because they're trying to find the bad guys. Okay, you're doing good, doing real good, doing perfect.
Shout out to her. I already. Hey, if you know what she is.
The only thing I could think of. Well, you thought well. You're a very, very smart young man.
At number 2, we've got 2 robbers.
You already know.
And they planned on breaking.
They broke in the window.
Unfortunately,
ain't about to break.
The lights were on. Cars were parked outside.
The fuck is
so they
that?
decided, we're just going to rob a different house instead. And They saw this other house, and it looked like nobody was home, so they planned on going for it. And it turns out there was a 14-year-old who was visiting his grandma there. And this 14-year-old, after these guys started trying to break in through the window, grabbed a weapon and started shooting at them and actually hit one of them.
Anthony Hernandez, who was visiting his grandmother, had a presence of mind to act in defense of.
Then I heard a second bang, and I saw the window.
Hey, where they be living? Where they be having these guns on deck?
The plot to break in was hatched by Carlos Delcet and his younger brother, Ayoo, so they could steal prescription pills. While
prescription pills, buddy? Come on. Man, y'all ain't stealing smart. You broke in a house just for some pills? I told you I ain't the smartest person in the world, but I know I ain't breaking in no house for no pills. Come on, bro.
Carlos Delcet stayed in the vehicle, he sent his younger brother to break in and told him where to find the pills.
And then I said, stop. And they hit it again. I said, I have a gun. And they hit it another time. And then they hit it again. And I said, stop. And then the guy broke through. And that's when I shot.
And finally, let's start this video off with a 14-year-old who was home alone. Her parents were down the street at a friend's house. She was sleeping and then woke up to her dog barking. And also woke up to a dude that was in the house. He had apparently broke in through a bedroom window. She obviously was freaked out, called her parents and also 911, and this dude ended up being caught and arrested.
14-year-old girl called her parents, who were down the road at a family friend's house.
Down the road.
It was a terrifying moment. Just to hear your daughter screaming, someone's in the house. Mom, come get me.
The man slammed the bedroom door closed and went back out the window. Bellsmere police say the burglar is Hayes Tavis Sykes, seen here on Facebook showing off a handgun. Neighbors had seen him walking around the neighborhood leading up to the break-in.
I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.
Sykes! What kind of name is that? And I'm still saying, after this, I'm still minding my own business. I don't care. I don't know. You know? But the difference is they was all in their house. So it's like, but if I witness it, I ain't see nothing. I'm not about to stop nobody. That one dude, he followed. He went to the scene of the crime to go stop him. Hey, don't break in. Get the fuck. Hey, until next time.